Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. It is 10 o'clock here on this Friday. Hope everybody had a great day, regardless of the weather that we were dealt. Temperatures today cooler, but the main reason we were cooler today was because of the clouds and the rain. Yes, we were supposed to be cooler today because we were actually behind a front, but an upper level disturbance actually impacted us today and brought us a good coverage of some showers and thunderstorms, keeping those temperatures down at bay. Now, we're actually going to have drier weather punch in as we go into the weekend, and that means nicer weather just in time for your Saturday and Sunday. All right, here's a look now at the radar here at the top of the hour, and yes, we are still dealing with at least a little bit in the way of rain, but nothing like what we dealt with earlier today, where we dealt with about 3 or 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, had actually some flash flood warnings as well, flood advisories. The good news is there's just not a whole lot of rain left over. You'll notice that we are still seeing at least a couple of showers right along the Amherst and Nelson County line, right along Highway 29, also seeing a couple of light showers near Buchanan and northern parts of Botetourt County over towards Glasgow, and that's in southern parts of Rockbridge County up north into Lexington, even areas around Buena Vista, perhaps seeing a couple of showers right now as well. As we look at the entirety of the viewing area, we actually see a couple little sprinkles just to the south of Smith Mountain Lake, and maybe a couple of sprinkles and light showers out across portions of the NRV and also Mount Empire. Might be seeing just a couple of little sprinkles right now near Galax, maybe a couple of little showers right now near Hillsville, north into areas near Dublin, and even areas of Giles and Montgomery counties, perhaps seeing a couple of little showers or sprinkles at this point. But again, coverage area of any rain pretty small, and we're already starting to see a little bit in the way of some fog developing, so do bear that in mind overnight tonight. Movement of any showers almost stationary, maybe a little bit to the east-southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, as we put on some storm reports from earlier today, you'll notice that several areas had reports of trees down or wind damage starting in Henry County. Henry County, probably the hardest hit area from the thunderstorms earlier today, have a report of a tree, or there was a tree blocking one lane of Old Liberty Drive. Actually had reports of a tree down near the intersection of Rockbridge and Ferrum Mountain Road. That's in southwestern parts of Franklin County. You'll notice also thunderstorm winds blew down one tree along the 3600 block of Spencer Preston Road. And then you head a little bit further to the east. Thunderstorm winds blew down one tree along the 3200 block of Still Meadow Road. And another storm report of one tree down in the 1200 block of Sandy Creek Road. So again, Franklin, Henry, Pittsylvania County, with Henry County probably the hardest hit out of those three. Those are the 3 areas that were impacted the most from the thunderstorms earlier today. All right, friends, as we now take a gander at Futurecast, you'll notice that as we go into tonight, the general trend will be for any of these sprinkles or showers to kind of go away, and then they're going to have some fog developing. Nothing new there. That's kind of been the story of this week. Each and every night some fog forms, and we'll be around for early morning hours on Saturday. Otherwise, Saturday is going to be a drier day. It's going to be a cooler day. It's going to be a less humid day. It's going to feel pretty good outside on Saturday, but here's the one little caveat to that. It's going to be mostly cloudy, okay? And there will be a couple of showers possible on Saturday, especially as you head into the mountains. And if you were to look at the mountains, the 2 zones in the mountains, the highlands, the NRV, probably the NRV is the zone that has the best chance for a few showers as we go into our Saturday. Notice as we go into Saturday afternoon, slowly but surely from the north to the south, we're going to start to see a little bit more sunshine. So overall on Saturday, more clouds and sunshine with a small increase in sunshine later in the day. And then tomorrow night, skies are going to be variably cloudy. Notice that as we go into tomorrow night, still a slight chance for a stray shower into our westernmost counties. But let's look at Sunday. First and foremost, I don't agree with this, okay? I don't think that Sunday morning is going to be wet. All right, I think we're going to be, for the most part, dry. But Sunday morning may still have that chance for some leftover cloud cover. As we go into Sunday afternoon, I do think that will break out in a little more sunshine. So again, right now it does look as though the weekend, cooler, less humid, couple of sprinkles and or light showers on Saturday. On Sunday, increasing sunshine with maybe a lingering shower or two. But again, I'm thinking that what you just saw in this computer model, it's overdone as we go into Sunday. Again, stray shower possible Sunday, sure, but most of us are dry Sunday, and frankly, most of us are dry on Saturday as well. All right, as we look at the month that was July, of course, It is August the 1st. Let's put a little bow on the month that was July and look at these low temperatures throughout the month, the 7th month of the year. Wow, lots of orange showing up here, an indicator that almost every single night in July had near average or above average overnight lows. Lots of orange, and that's an indicator that most nights were about 70 to 75 for us in July. A very tropical feeling month, no doubt, for us. High temperatures weren't quite as impressive as the overnight lows, but overall it was a month where we did have above average temperatures. Notice that we had a couple of spans of hot weather. Notice that on the 7th and 8th we were well into the 90s, and in the 13th and 14th we were well into the 90s. And then from the 25th to the 29th, that's when we had a heat wave of 5 straight days with temperatures 90 or above, anywhere between about 90 and 95 those 5 days. So July was certainly a hot, humid, and at times stormy month, with many areas having above average precipitation falling in July. Temperatures stand for us right now: 59 in Hot Springs, 66 Roanoke, 68 Wytheville. It's in the middle 60s in Lynchburg, upper 60s as we speak in Southside. So temperatures have cooled off a little bit, but keep in mind most areas today reached the 70s. Before the showers and thunderstorms impacted Southside, you actually got into the 80s in a couple of locations in Southside. But for the most part today, highs were in the 70s, and most folks now have dropped into the 60s. Lower humidity is taking over this weekend. Now, again, it's not going to be, a pristine weekend where you see nothing but blue skies, where we have zero chances for rain. That's not going to be this weekend. But it's going to feel better, okay? Temperatures are going to go down. The humidity levels are going to go down. We're going to have some stubborn clouds, but overall, it does look as though it's going to feel pretty good outside, as a front has kind of swept away the sticky air and left us cooler and drier. Okay, so even when we have those couple of showers on Saturday and Sunday, I don't think that the coverage area is going to be all that large. And as we look at the muggy meter, you'll notice that the humidity is going to be relatively comfortable for about the next 4 to 5 days. Now, as we go into next week, we're going to warm up a little bit, going from the upper 70s on Saturday and Sunday, likely into the lower 80s by early next week. But even when we start to have those temperatures climb a little bit, the humidity levels are still going to be respectable for this time of year. Now, by late next week into next weekend, it looks like the mercury is going to go back up again, and the humidity levels are going to go back up again as well. All right, so your forecast for tonight: 64. Any lingering showers will end, and then we're going to have some fog around tonight as well. Already starting to cool things down. I don't think temperatures go down a whole lot more than where they're at right now. And then for tomorrow, overall, more clouds and sunshine. A couple of stray showers in the mountains, otherwise less humid. Your high temperature in the upper 70s. I think we're going to stay in the 70s on Sunday. Then we climb into the lower 80s Monday through Thursday of next week. Middle 80s 1 week from today. Monday, Tuesday, dry. Maybe a stray shower or thunder shower Wednesday. Better chances for hit or miss showers and thunderstorms as we go into Thursday and Friday of next week. So again, a little bit more on the unsettled side for us here as we go into the end of next week. Again, a couple of showers possible in the mountains on Saturday. Sunday for now, about a 10% chance for a stray shower or two. But we're going to be watching Sunday closely. I can tell you, I think that computer model we looked at earlier is a little bit overdone in the rain coverage on Sunday. However, there are some indications now on Sunday where we may have to hold on to that cloud cover a little bit longer and may have to introduce like a 20% chance for a stray shower come Sunday as well. So please stay tuned to your local weather authority as we go into the weekend.